In this video, we will show how to become an OpenBot pilot by taking control of an OpenBot vehicle using a Bluetooth remote interface, a smartphone interface, and finally a computer interface. We will assume that the OpenBot firmware is already flashed on the vehicle and that the no phone mode is disabled. Check the video 2 of the OpenBot series to learn more about how to get started with the firmware. The application running on the smartphone is the core element of the OpenBot framework. It enables remote control of a robot, as well as online execution of a wide range of neural navigation and tracking policies, while also providing a reliable interface for the wide variety of sensors available on the phone. In its current version, the main screen of the application provides access to 8 distinct fragments, each covering a specific functionality. In this video, we will focus on a subset of 3 of these fragments, involved in the remote control pipeline. These fragments are the controller mapping mode, the free roam mode, and the default mode. The simplest way to install the OpenBot robot app on your Android smartphone is to scan the corresponding QR code provided into the project's Git repository. Note that although the robot app is currently only available for Android smartphones, Apple devices will soon be supported as well. You may probably have noticed that 2 apps are in fact available on the Git repository. The first of these apps, referred to as the robot app, is the core OpenBot app, while the second, referred to as the control app, allows using another smartphone to remotely control an OpenBot vehicle. After scanning one of the QR codes, you will be prompted to download the corresponding application file. Android application files, with the APK extension, can be installed directly on your smartphone, without passing through the Google Play Store. Depending on the manufacturer and Android version of your phone, you may need to change the security settings to allow installation of applications from unknown sources before you can open the APK files. Once done, the installation process should go smoothly. The OpenBot app requires access to a set of specific hardware and software resources to operate properly. Although you should normally be automatically notified when the app needs access to a specific resource, access to the resource can also be granted manually from the app's settings. Now that the firmware is flashed on the control board and the OpenBot application is installed on the smartphone, you may proceed and attach it to the robot using a dedicated phone bracket. Ensure that the phone is firmly attached to the vehicle and that none of its buttons are pressed. The final step consists in connecting the smartphone to the vehicle's control board using a USB-C cable. And that's it. Your robot is now ready to go. Although most of the OpenBot app fragments support remote vehicle control capability, the main focus is here put on the default and free roam fragments. The default fragment includes the most important features of the OpenBot app in a single screen. It displays the connection status between the smartphone and the vehicle's control board, as well as the measurements from the different sensors, superimposed on the video stream from the main camera. It also provides an interface that supports the execution of autonomous navigation policies. However, this is beyond the scope of this video. The free roam fragment provides a lighter and more visual robot control interface with real-time updates in terms of the control inputs, battery state, encoder velocity, and front obstacle distance, measured by the vehicle sensors. Both fragments support 2 different control modes. In the gamepad control mode, the app receives controls from a connected Bluetooth controller. In the phone control mode, the robot can either be controlled via another smartphone with the controller app installed, or using a computer connected to the same network and running either a Python script or a Node.js interface. Let's first check how to control an OpenBot vehicle using a Bluetooth video game remote. Start by pairing the Bluetooth controller with the robot's smartphone. Once the pairing process is successfully completed, you may want to check the button and joystick mapping of a connected controller. We provide a dedicated controller mapping fragment for this purpose. Once done, open one of the remote control fragments, here the free roam fragment, and connect the main power source of your vehicle. You should then be able to control your OpenBot vehicle using the gamepad. Let's now take a look at the phone control mode. In case you have access to another Android smartphone, consider downloading and installing the controller app following the very same protocol as for the robot app. To use the phone control mode, it is important that both smartphones be connected to the same Wi-Fi network. On the robot app, within one of the available remote control fragments, select the phone control mode. Note that to enable real-time video feedback on the control phone, you should select the WebRTC stream mode in the robot app settings. Then on the Control smartphone, open the OpenBot Control app. The Control application should be able to detect any OpenBot vehicle accessible on the same network and establish a connection. You should then be able to use the smartphone running the Control application as a remote control to operate your OpenBot vehicle. Let's finally take a look at how to control an OpenBot vehicle from a computer connected to the same Wi-Fi network as the robot's smartphone. The OpenBot framework provides two distinct methods to do so, namely a Node.js interface and a Python script. To use the Node.js interface, it is first necessary to install the Node.js and npm packages on your machine. Please make sure that the version of Node.js installed on your machine is at least 10 or more recent. Next, open a terminal in the controller Node.js folder of your local OpenBot repository and run the commands npm install and npm start. This will start the server. Initiate a connection to the robot phone via Wi-Fi and then open a control interface on your computer with a low latency video stream of what the robot sees. You should now be able to control the robot remotely by simply using your keyboard. The Python script provides a similar control interface, but with significantly higher latency in the image stream as it still relies on the RTSP streaming mode. The Python script currently depends on a set of packages, listed in the requirements.txt file, within the controller Python subfolder. We strongly advise you to use Conda and virtual Python environments in order to install these dependencies on your machine. We here use a Conda virtual environment named OpenBot, with all the required dependencies already installed. Once your environment is set and activated, you just need to run the keyboard Pygame script in order to connect to your vehicle. As previously, you can then control the robot using your keyboard. Congratulations! You are now an OpenBot pilot. Don't forget to check out the project documentation on the OpenBot Git repository and to connect to the community on Slack if you have any questions.